Guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host Sellssi. In South Africa, congratulations to the Banyana. They have been able to do it. They left it late. Thembi Kgatlana, the heroine at the end of the day, after getting South Africa over the line into the knockout phases where they will play in the round of 16. They joined the Nigerian Super Falcons. On the 6th of August, South Africa will face the Netherlands. Nigeria will be facing England. Daunting task ahead of these countries. But they have our full support, and we're happy to see two African countries make it to the knockout phases. South Africa winning their first ever game at a World Cup tournament. We'll get reactions from the match winner as she was quite emotional. We'll also hear from Coach Chris Hughton. Talks about him getting a statue if he does win the Afcon for Ghana, and him being adamant to the fact that a lot of countries have improved on the African continent, and winning the Afcon might be a tall order. We'll also hear from the camp of Kudus Mohammed. The Ghanaian celebrates his birthday today, but no forward movement in his Chelsea move. It has not progressed further since the last time we spoke about it. We hear from the camp of Ajax, who are looking to persuade the Ghanaian to stay a year over and possibly wait until 2024 to make this move. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more of it. The South Africans have joined the Nigerians in the round of 16. Two African countries have made it into the round of 16, where we are happy to see that happening. It has been a great tournament so far, and the drama in this particular one involving the South Africans was something quite entertaining, to say the least. If you're a South African, I'm sure you would have had your hearts in your mouth. It has been a really emotional whirlwind. South Africa did do it in the end. Thembi Kgatlana, obviously the woman who got them over the line. We'll get her post-match reaction, as she was emotional, especially considering the sacrifices she had made in the lead up to this tournament and coming on to represent South Africa here after so much personal battles she had to go through. Let's get her post-match reaction after she got her team over the line in the World Cup into the round of 16.
So emotional, you know. I've been in camp pushing every day. I chose to be with this team. We've got a lot of criticism, but it's football, you know. It's who wants it the best. Over the last 3 weeks, I've lost 3 family members. I could have went home, but I chose to stay with my girls because that's how much it means. I come back from a very brutal injury, and for me to be here to play for the country, to represent every single girl that wanted to be here, to make history with the girls for South Africa. I mean, everyone deserves that. You know, it was a team effort. Might have messed the 2 games up, but this one was something that I think we had to dig deep. And as you can see, the girls are happy, we made history, and I'm very happy.
Every group stage game you've been involved in, there's been drama. Talk us through the game tonight from your perspective.
I think today we just told ourselves, we have to keep the fight. And the last group match, we had nothing to lose. They came here with pressure already because they're highly ranked than us. They have to get points. We were the underdogs. And I think it was perfect for us because it's always that when you play the underdog, they come out running for you, and we knew that in terms of pace they wouldn't match us, and it's something that we capitalized for the whole team.
Thembi, I think I better let you go celebrate with your teammates. Thank you very much and well done.
So you had Thembi Kgatlana there. A lot of sacrifices she had to make, a lot of things she had to do to get her country over the line, losing family members and all that. She still decided to be with this team. She could have decided not to be with the team, but it's all good. And South Africa happy to have her in their camp. She was amazing. It was a team effort, as she said, clearly playing it cool on that. But she was the leader today and got the all-important goal that has seen them qualify. 6th of August, they take on Netherlands in their round of 16 game. And Nigerian Super Falcons as well will take on England, the European champions, on the 7th of August also there. So it will be interesting. We'll be monitoring them closely and giving you updates on them. Coach Chris Hughton has been having a lively conversation with Talk Sport. Remember, the Black Stars will take on Central African Republic. It has been confirmed at the Vira Sports Stadium, and we'll look at the match official for it. But he has once again said he will not promise country a trophy. Let's have a listen to exactly what he said concerning him getting a statue if he wins Afcon, and Ghana's chances and the improvements that have come in countries across the African continent.
That's me personally, but obviously the group had started before I took over. We play our last game in September. We're at home to the Central African Republic. At this moment, we're top of the group, but it's quite tight. We certainly need either a win or a draw to guarantee.
I think you play that game in Kumasi, don't you?
In Kumasi, which is
they love it there.
It is incredibly vibrant there, and we've played our last couple of games there. The qualification game against Nigeria, which got the team through to the World Cup, was played in Kumasi. So no, it's a vibrant, and they will turn out in their thousands for that one. So it's a big game for us. Ivory Coast, of course, is the hosts of Afcon in January, and of course we very much need to be there.
Yeah, they're going to make a statue of Chris Hughton if you win the African Cup of Nations against, won't they?
Well,
that's got to be the aim. Winning it, not the statue.
Well, first and foremost, it's getting there. But of course, once you get there, what you want to do is you want to perform and perform well. I mean, one thing I have seen, Jim, in my travels and the games we've played, is that the level of the African countries now, the level of football has improved for me. Absolutely, no doubt. And I think it's because of infrastructure. So many more now.
Yeah.
The African players playing at good level, good clubs. Europeans with good structure, and no doubt that level of the African Cup of Nations will continue to improve.
I hope you win it. I'd love you to win it. I'd love Ghana to win that thing. Be brilliant, especially with you there.
Well, Ghana have always been one of the outstanding names in African football. There are some balances now. There are some of what were regarded as the lesser footballing countries have now improved, so the competition is greater, which I think is a good thing.
We wish you well.
You had Chris Hughton there talking about Ghana's chances. We have to qualify first. September 7th is the date we will be playing Central African Republic in our final group game, Ghana vs Central African Republic, and the match official has been appointed. A month on to the game, the match official has been appointed. But Chris Hughton is right. We need to qualify first. The crowd in Kumasi will be great, but no coach can promise a trophy, as he said. No coach can. He said it in his opening interview in the unveiling in Kumasi. He said no coach can promise you a trophy, and he is right, I have to say. And the former Brighton man in that interview playing it cool, and the hosts are eager for him to win it. We are all eager for Ghana to win it, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we hope we can get it done and over the line in time for the Afcon tournament, which is in January in the Ivory Coast. So Chris Hughton there in that conversation on Talk Sports, and talking about the match official for the Ghana game. It has been announced by the FA, and he is in the person of Kenyan Peter Wareru Kamaru. He will be the center referee for Ghana versus Central African Republic. 39-year-old has a doctorate degree in pure mathematics and works as a university lecturer in Nairobi, Kenya. He started to officiate football matches in the lower leagues of Kenya in 2011 before joining the Kenyan Premier League, before being listed as a FIFA referee in 2017. He has officiated various international tournaments such as Afcon Under-20 in 2019, Afcon 2019 in Egypt, Under-20 World Cup in Brazil, and 2021 CHAN, where he officiated the final. He has enjoyed the privilege of handling several CAF Champions League games, CAF Confederations Cup matches, and FIFA World Cup qualifying matches. Currently, he's a director of sports at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Nairobi, Kenya. The match is scheduled for the Babayara Sports Stadium Thursday, September 7, 2023 at 4 p.m. GMT. Ghana needs a win to top the group. A draw could be enough, but a win makes things much smoother for them. Ajax and Kudus Mohammed next, and Ajax are looking to convince Kudus Mohammed to stay a further year and be with the club until 2024 before he makes that move. As reported, in the last few months, Kudus is a transfer target for a number of clubs in Europe. The Dutch giants Ajax are still hopeful that the Ghana international will stay for the club for at least another season, although the Ajax officials admit Kudus Mohammed could leave the club before the summer transfer window shuts. The club has also indicated that the aim is for the player to stay one more season. In the last 24 hours, sources have disclosed that the Dutch Eredivisie giants are in constant talks with representatives of the Black Stars forward in hopes of convincing him to spend the upcoming football season with them. So Kudus out of Ajax is still stalling because they want him to stay. And that has been it for today. Congratulations to South Africa. They have become the second African country to make it through to the knockout phases in the Women's World Cup Australia New Zealand 2023. South Africa will face Netherlands. Nigeria will face England. 6th of August, the South Africa game. 7th, the Nigerian Super Falcons game. We've also been talking about Kudus Mohammed. Ajax want him to stay a further year. Chris Hughton on Ghana's chances and him getting a statue if he does get Ghana over the line. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.